I thought that our effort on defense was very good tonight in spurts. Really tried to do a good job not taking risk and trying to stay between them and the basket. If they're open, they knock down shots. And I thought that changed the tempo, as well as playing defense and rebounding, being able to get out, Dee Dee running straight down the middle of the floor to get some layups in the beginning of the second half. And I thought with April Wilson having 9 assists and KK having 8, that means people are knocking down shots, and we're able to go inside, outside. And just really proud of the effort. Again, IPFW is a very good basketball team. They went into Michigan State and won there. And I have a lot of respect for both programs. So for us to take care of business was great.
Courtney, you guys went inside to start the second half. How much did that open things up for you on the perimeter?
It definitely opened it up. They had to start sucking in downside because our posts were doing such a great job finishing down low that it allowed for some openings outside.
I mean, the start of that second half, I think you guys were 13 or 14 or something, and moving the ball well and finding openings. Just, I mean, do you feel like you guys were sort of clicking offensively on all cylinders at that point?
Yeah, we were just definitely executing what we've been practicing with the coaches that prepared for us, and really paying attention to detail. And we just listened to the coaches, and it worked out.
Lisa, after they had cut it back to 5 there at the half, what was sort of the message in halftime? It seemed like you guys wanted to try and get it inside there pretty early on in the second half.
Pretty much playing defense first and foremost. Defense carries over to offense, so as long as we got to stop on defense, it brought us our offense to be able to play hard.
What kind of openings did you find in their zone inside?
The middle is open, so if you attack, you can dish it out, and guards are hitting down shots, so that's pretty good.
Sharon, just the start of that second half, was that pretty much what you want offensively? If you're moving the ball like that and knocking down shots, it works out pretty well, right?
Yeah, we were really trying to do the mid-post baseline quite a bit, and we weren't shooting the ball exceptionally well the first half, so if you can kind of settle down and hit some layups. But our defense and Dee Dee running down twice. We need a post player running in the middle of the floor. And she was able to get 2 layups. I mean, she shot 4 for 5 at 10 points a day. That's big for us. And post players have to run the floor for them to open it up for the guards. But all I'm going to say is the Stanford, TCU, and Duke made us better. We've been going against zone against 6'5", 6'4", 6'3", and so we were able to utilize quite a bit, pass better, do a lot of different things, and be extremely efficient because of the teams we've played.
You just coming off the emotional game Thursday against Duke, just how you guys handled today and to win by this margin, what does that tell you about where your team's at right now?
It just tells us a lot. It tells us that, we actually learn from games, even from the Stanford game, from the TCU game, and into the Duke game. We've learned a lot since then. Like Lisa was saying, our passing has gotten better, our inside-outside game has gotten better. So just seeing that and knowing that we're able to learn from other games is really good for this team.
Did you feel like you guys were able to flash to some openings inside there and get some pretty easy looks?
Definitely. Even with that, and then them collapsing it on us and having Courtney and KK and everybody on the outside knocking down shots, that really helped us out. So I feel like us going to the middle, it got our guards open on the outside.
Sharon, what was the mood at halftime like? Because you had gotten it up to 13 and then all of a sudden down to 5. Was it sort of, like you felt like there was some fire in there to try and come back and get it back up pretty quickly?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I went in there and just said we had a 14-point game and it cut to 5, and we were playing one type of defense and taking too many risks. And when we take risks, we don't do well. If we're playing really well and getting good traps, that's one thing. And so I put that on myself as a coach and said we're not going to do that anymore. And when we just played solid, then they were fine. So I said we're fine, but we've got to get out to a great start and be able to, do some things. And I just think our defense is really what got it. I mean, they only shot 36% in the second half. In the first half, they shot 56%. So that's what it comes down to.
Courtney, is your ankle fine apparently? You said it was. It seems like it is.
It's fine.
Did you feel like you were able to do today what, Duke and maybe to some extent Stanford were able to do to you? Just sort of, put a team away in the second half?
Yeah, if you look at the scores, in the second half we scored 51 points, and that's what the Dukes and the Stanfords were doing to us, so we were able to do that on somebody else.
Sharon, similar to Dee Dee, but just how your team put Thursday behind you quickly and took care of business today, and that just how much have they grown in that area, just this season, going from game to game like that?
Well, I mean, you know, I see my job as being a teacher, and you want to be able to, you know, grow on each facet. You know, like math, you got to accumulate, you got to know this and understand this, and I think, you know, I think we have great leadership. I think our 3 seniors do a great job of leading. I think Lisa's taken some leadership role in the post. And I think, you know, for us, the TCU game, we got better in the post. The Duke game, we got better in the post. And so we're just learning quite a bit from that, you know. And the Duke loss, we didn't get over very well until Saturday morning, and their bodies were still really sore. But mentally, emotionally, we were still not in a good place till Saturday, and that's good. It means your team's hungry because you know you were that close to playing that well on someone else's court. And, you know, so I'm really proud of this group. I'm hard as heck on them. I mean, nothing's ever satisfied, but I keep telling these 3 seniors I want them to leave a legacy, and everybody else has got to keep playing for them and Purdue. But when you're a senior, that sense of urgency goes up.
Sharon, what's your understanding of the block charge rule?
I have no understanding of the block charge rule. I don't have an understanding of it. So our players just have to keep trying to adjust every game, every minute, every possession, and it's really hard for them to play. And I'm just really proud of them how they handled it. I'm not sure how I handled it as well, but that being said, it needed to happen for me to get a T.
Dee Dee,